Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Annie, and this is Unity Consciousness. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I'd like to welcome our new subscribers and also thank those of you who are returning for this week's energy update. Let's jump right in. Well, early this morning we had some very complex, heavy energy come rolling in. The Sun in Virgo is opposing Saturn in retrograde in Pisces. This is a very consequential energy asking you to take ownership of a situation. Please be mindful of being self-centered or getting lost in details of a situation. The ruler of Virgo, which is Mercury, is in Leo and in an active yod with Pluto in Capricorn and Neptune, which is in Pisces. Mercury is direct, but Mercury is still in retrograde shadow. So it's creating all kinds of fog relative to power dynamics that need to be sorted through with care. This, again, very heavy energy, especially with that yod that's present, with that Mercury in Leo. Mercury and Leo can be very loud and proud. What I'm trying to say is let's step away from that type energy and let's work together to try to sort out details, and it's just going to be very challenging. Tomorrow, Monday, Mercury is going to enter Virgo. That's one of its home signs. Please be mindful that our communication styles can be a bit critical when Mercury is in Virgo, or again, we can get lost in details. Your power of discernment will be off the charts, and I love that as we sort through some more Mercury retrograde situations, because Mercury is moving back into Virgo and will be out of shadow on Wednesday, the next 2 days. So Mercury will be direct and out of shadow, giving us even more clarity. However, we're still in that bit of a fog because of the yod. So complexities could reign. Things could be a bit challenging still. But with Mercury entering Virgo, we're going to start, and then coming out of shadow, things will start clearing up for us. A little more clarity, perhaps. On Wednesday, however, we will also be dealing with Venus, which is in the sign of Libra, is quincunx, Saturn, and Pisces. Again, we're going to be taking ownership of a situation in order to restore balance in a relationship. And Mercury is out of shadow. And Mercury is going to sextile Mars in Cancer. So that now that clarity is coming in, and we understand what actions are necessary in owning our power after a very long, challenging Mercury retrograde season. We are getting clarity. But I would like to ask you to be mindful, because on Thursday of this week, Sun in Virgo, again, lost in the details perhaps, or discernment, I would suggest use discernment, is going to square Jupiter in Gemini. This is energy that sparks overconfidence, overindulgence, exaggeration of details, and it's just like know-it-all. The know-it-all knows it all, and it's just not pretty. We've lost discernment, and we are just getting lost in details and spinning, and not gaining any traction, not gaining any resolve. So if this is happening in your world, practice self-care. I think that Mars sextile Mercury energy, we can work with that Mars in Cancer. It's going to be emotional, but we can use it also to help offset some of this Sun in Virgo and Mercury Virgo energy. Then over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, we've got a little bit more complex quincunx energy that we're going to be working with. The North Node in Aries is going to quincunx Mercury in Virgo, and Chiron in Aries is going to quincunx the Sun in Virgo. Basically, Aries energy, that fire energy, is trying to work with Virgo energy, Earth energy, and it's not really working well. Our cleanup of Mercury retrograde season is continuing. There were missteps taken for sure. That's what we do during retrograde cycles, so we can review, revise, reflect, and make some changes. But now the communications can be challenging, but the power of healing exists within those communications. I love this. Discernment and care should be exercised to promote healing. Then, on Sunday, we will have Venus in the sign of Libra is going to trine Jupiter in Gemini. We are being seen. We are feeling heard. We can now restore balance in our relationships through understanding and mental expansion of our beliefs, perhaps. Our mind is opening. It's expanding through understanding others and how things fit together. Venus in Libra, balance. Venus rules Libra, loves it here. And Jupiter in Gemini is helping us understand it. Well, that's all I have for you this week. I did pick up a card, jumped right out. Excuse me. I decided to use the Journey Tarot deck because it's a bit of a journey this week as we wrap up Mercury retrograde season. Cassie Uhl worked on this deck, and I just wanted to pull a card from the Journey Tarot because it seems like it's a bit of a journey this week, and it's no surprise that the High Priestess jumped out. Let's see what the book has to say. Excuse me. Connect with your divine feminine energy, intuition, and inner guidance system. You, yes, you, have access to the inner wisdom of the universe. The High Priestess is anointing you with sacred knowledge. Be open to receiving. Well, I love that. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. If you like this video, please do click the like button. If you want to know when videos are being dropped, click the subscribe button. If you have any comments or suggestions, please post them in the comment section below. I always like to hear from you. I hope you have a fabulous week of sorting through any missteps that may have occurred, just so we can restore some balance in our relationships. It may be a bit challenging to work together in our partnerships, in our relationships. But if we practice patience and discernment and don't get lost in the details, the power of healing is existing. Let's tap into it. Let's use it. Namaste.